Good morning, everyone. Welcome. It is my privilege this morning to introduce our Vice President of Distributor Development. She is knowledgeable and very generous with her time, and she supports the people in the field just to an extraordinary extent. Please welcome Melissa Chambers. Melissa.
Oh, thank you, Donna. I appreciate that, and thanks for all you do to help us communicate to the field. And especially thanks everyone for being on the line with us this morning. Super excited to kick off our 10-week NuPOWER training series. And just really have to tip my hat to the wonderful leaders up in Canada who have organized these great programs, great information for all of us to benefit from and to share. And I love kicking off a weekend, getting a little training, getting a little motivation, and then set off for the day and make things happen. And so I hope you've got a pad of paper, a pen ready, because we have just a wonderful diamond leader out of Saskatchewan to help us today. And I just love this leader, really gives of her time, so dedicated, really leads from the heart, and is also just a wealth of information. She's quite a student herself in terms of learning the industry, learning about personal development, what helps motivate us, what helps keep us focused on our goals and keep that laser vision. And so super happy that she's sharing with us today. And of course, I'm talking about the wonderful Misty Lavertu. So Misty, thank you for helping us out this morning.
Hi, Melissa. Can you hear me all right?
You sound great.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm really excited, and I wanted to say good morning to everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on the first of our 10-week NuPOWER training series. And just to tell you how important these calls are, when I first started with NuSarity back in 2010, it was these Saturday morning calls that really taught me what it meant to commit to my business. You know, it's easy during the week. You have a routine, you have a schedule that you follow, but then the weekend would come and it was just kind of everybody does their thing, right? There's, time to relax sometimes, just the freedom and less schedule, kind of anything goes. But my commitment to the Saturday morning calls that we had really showed the people around me that this was far more than just a hobby. And I really made those calls non-negotiable. It was really great, like Melissa said, to start the weekend off learning something or being inspired or motivated. And I loved being able to connect with my team on those Saturday mornings. And so I'm really excited to be here, and I know that the more these calls happen and start becoming consistent, and I really believe that this will show all of us and the people around us, our business partners, that this really takes a commitment, okay? And so this first call is, I'm hoping, going to set the foundation for everything that you're going to hear over the next 10 weeks, okay? So literally, we want to clean house today, okay? We want to take out the trash, clear the clutter. We want to dust off your commitment to yourself and really focus on what you need to succeed, okay? So we have incredible leaders and topics for you over the next 10 weeks, and I really, really encourage all of you to be on these calls. And in fact, I'd like to challenge all of you not to miss a single NuPOWER training call. And take one step further than that, I'd like to challenge each one of you to come to these calls with someone new, okay? Maybe they're just looking at NuSarity. Maybe they've just joined NuSarity. Maybe they've been in NuSarity for months or years, and you're looking for a way to re-engage them. But that's my challenge to you. And call in early, announce yourselves, bring your guests, announce them, tell us where you're calling from. We used to have to battle to be heard announcing ourselves on these calls, and I know when we all truly commit to these calls, that we're going to fill these conference lines and the webinars, okay? So I really want all of us to get back to why we all got started with NuSarity in the first place. So jumping right in, my topic this morning is mindset, belief, and commitment, okay? These three topics have become very near and dear to me and have really truly helped me get through a lot during the past 2 years. If we could all truly master our mindset, our lives would be so much more beautiful, okay? And NuSarity is all about creating beautiful lives, and mindset, belief, and commitment are fundamentals when, you know, we're talking about achieving success. Can I move the slide? There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so just definition of mindset, belief, and commitment, okay? And this is just a basic definition so that we're all starting from the same place, okay? Mindset, a set of beliefs or a way of thinking that determines one's behavior. Belief, an acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists. And commitment, the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause or an activity, okay? So there are so many people today that are fixated on instant gratification. They want everything and they want it right now, okay? And in some cases, even yesterday wasn't soon enough. And I'm including myself in this category as well. Whether it's a response to a text or an email, we've been conditioned to get that result or that feedback right away, okay? So even if someone that says to me, you know, I need more time to think about it, or here's a perfect one, waiting for a product to be delivered that I want like 2 weeks ago, right? We all know that one. And we've been taught that there is always an easier, faster, or better way. And so many people are out there searching. They're looking for a perfect sales pitch or verbiage. They're looking for the next rock star in network marketing, or possibly even the into the I know everything about network marketing club, okay? So in our minds, we think if we find these things, well, look out, I've got it made. Okay, does that sound familiar to anyone? You know, there's so many trainers out there and self-proclaimed experts in how they can guarantee your success in network marketing. You know, and I say buyer beware, because we all know there are no guarantees, okay? And we've all been told there's no magic pill for the things we want. So really, if you want something, you need to put the effort, you need to put the time, and you need to go do the work, okay? And yes, that's absolutely true, the part about putting in the time, putting in the effort, the hard work. However, I believe there is a magic pill, and it may not be what you think, and in fact, it wasn't what I was looking for either, honestly. But over time, I started to understand the power in what I'm about to share with you, okay? And it wasn't a script or a perfect sales pitch. It wasn't, you know, how to find the next superstar or the into the crowd. The magic pill that I'm referring to is mindset. And yes, that's right, I said mindset, okay? You are your most important asset, okay? You must master your mindset. This is going to take time, it will take work, perseverance, definitely going to take belief and commitment, but it absolutely can be done, okay? Now, 80% of success is psychology. That's mindset, belief, and emotions. And 20% of success is strategy, okay? The specific steps that you need to accomplish a result, okay? So today, we are going to focus on growth mindset, as this is where it happens, okay? I believe that everyone on this webinar has growth mindset. Let's face it, it's Saturday morning and you're here. That tells me you're open. It tells me that you're, you know, ready to invest in yourself. And, you know, here in NuSarity, we say somebody that is coachable, right? So it's really important to keep that open mind, okay? It's about being open to change, okay? So we're going to focus on growth mindset. Now, the following list of words that you're going to see here, they all are associated with a growth mindset, okay? And each one of these has its place in achieving success, okay? So belief. In network marketing, we always hear about having belief in our company and belief in our products. And a lot of times we forget the most important belief, and that's self-belief, okay? You absolutely need to get to a place where you believe that you can do it, okay? Probably the most important characteristic of being successful in anything in life is believing you can do it, okay? So another challenge for everyone today on this call, make a list of people that you believe are successful. And I want you to ask them, and I really want you guys to do this, ask them what role self-belief has played in their success, okay? Because the moment we stop focusing on what other people think, say, or do, we will succeed. Okay, so the people that have that self-belief, they don't need approval from anyone else. I want you to show me a successful person that hasn't had to deal with some sort of negativity, okay? The difference between a person that has self-belief and one who doesn't is the way they deal with any given situation, okay? So one might fall into the category of woe is me, and the other, they likely won't even notice, or if they do, it'll just be a passing moment. Okay, so successful people that have a strong self-belief, they do not let that negativity or negative people or comments stop them. Faith. This is the ability to move forward without seeing the whole picture. Now, we all know success is never guaranteed. Without having faith in what we're doing, we're never going to have that ability to move forward and keep going through the challenging times. And we've all faced challenging times, whether it's personally or professionally. We've all been faced with moments like this in our business. So if you find yourself in that position, you need to reach out and ask for help. There are people in this company that have enough belief and faith for you, and they would be more than happy to share it with you. You just need to reach out and ask for that help. So passion. This is such a strong emotion, and it goes both ways, right? Passionate people, I mean, they feel the good and the bad. But passion is what drives people day in and day out. This is that feeling in your gut, that ability to get fired up. And sometimes it's that feeling that you just can't explain, so intense. And if you lack passion in the things that you do or in your NuPOWER business, it's almost impossible to commit for the long term. And I've actually been told over the years that I get so passionate when I talk about NuPOWER. I once had a prospect say to me, "Oh my God, you're so intense." And my response was, "Thank you, I am. This company has completely changed my life." I want you to ask yourself, how would you respond if somebody says, "Oh my gosh, you're so intense when you talk about NuPOWER"? Coachable. Most of the people on this call would say that they're entrepreneurs, you know, various levels, of course. But I really want you to ask yourself, are you really an entrepreneur, or are you someone that has a hobby or a business on the side? Because entrepreneurship is a lifestyle, okay? It's a commitment to learning and becoming more, okay? It takes being humble. Now, I'm not saying be a pushover, okay? I'm saying that this incredible profession of network marketing that we're in, it takes a lot of people working together to become successful, okay? So please, you guys, do not forget to say thank you along the way. And there are many people that think because they've enrolled in a company, enrolled in, you know, different events, maybe read a book, that they are now experts and they don't need to learn anymore. they know everything they need to know. But I assure you that this is about lifelong learning. So yes, read the books. Yes, attend the events. Absolutely. But really focus on investing in your growth mindset. Okay, there are so many times that we can become complacent. And I've been there. I know everybody on the call could probably say that, yes, they've fallen into that trap. And I really want you guys to be able to have the awareness that if you are falling into that trap where, it's just sincerity, you need to find out how to get out of that trap very, very quickly. We have a legacy company. We have world-class products. We have the best of the best. There is no room to be complacent here. Okay, so again, if you're falling into that trap, you need to find a way out fast. And again, you need to reach out and ask for help. Commitment, this means being dedicated to something. And dedicated means having loyalty. Bottom line, in order to succeed at anything, you need to make a commitment. And that simply means focusing on something and staying focused. It's so easy when things are going really well to say that you're committed. Maybe you've had yeses all week. Maybe you've done really well selling products or signing distributors up. But the test of true commitment comes when we're faced with challenges. And being committed and dedicated means all the time, not just when things are good or when you feel like it. Okay? Success is found through stickability, and you have to stay the course. So when the going gets tough, you need to get tougher. Dream. My question to you is, what do you want your life to look like? Okay, so where do you want to live? Where do you want to work? Where do you want to play? Who do you want to spend time with? Create a vision for yourself. Do you want to be able to do your NuSarity business from the beach when it's, minus 20 here in Canada? Do you want that freedom? What beach do you want to be on? Where do you want to stay when you're there? Who do you want to be working your business with? Or let's say you want to move to Italy. Figure out where you want to go. What kind of home do you want? How much is it going to cost? What's the furniture going to look like? Is there a bookstore or a cafe down the street? Maybe an outdoor market? What are you going to fill your days with? Can you actually see yourself sitting at that outdoor cafe with your computer open and, your phone, and of course a killer Wi-Fi connection? But imagine it. Okay, there are no limits on dreams. You are your only limit. And once you master that mindset, you can create anything. Okay, so you need to work your NuSarity business every single day with the vision of your dream in the front of your mind. Because this is what's going to get you moving on the days that you don't feel like making a call, or you don't want to go to another event. Or maybe, you think your weekly meetings, well, nobody's showing up. It's the same people all the time. Okay? Think of your dream. Think of what you want. And if you keep that vision close, you'll make the call and you'll attend that event. Okay? Purpose. This is why we do what we do. This is our why. Okay? This isn't just a reason, and I've been in situations talking to people about why NuSarity, and they tell me all the time, well, we want financial freedom, or we want to pay our bills, or we need to, save money to go on a vacation, or whatever their reason is. This is not your purpose. Some people don't know their purpose, and that's okay, but I assure you, you will know it when it's right. And I can tell you for 5 years, I struggled with my purpose or my why. And only this year did I figure out what that was. Okay? But you need to continually work to find it. It doesn't just jump up one day. And when the going gets tough, we reach for our purpose or our why to keep us going. And this is so important what we do, okay? We have to get really, really good at working with people to develop their why. And it will evolve over time, and that's a good thing. Because if we are, lifelong learners and truly embracing what we do, it will evolve. And that's a very positive thing. That means you are actually growing. Now, okay, moving on. Once you master your mindset, and yes, it absolutely takes time, okay? Mastery of anything takes approximately 10,000 hours. So clearly this is an on work, okay? But once you do, you will have the ability to get rid of the fear of talking to people, the fear of inviting people, the fear of closing people. So many people hate that word, but come on guys, that's what we do. We're entrepreneurs. It's that sale, right? And I know I'm going to get some texts from people saying, we don't sell. But listen to me. Once you can master your mindset, you're going to realize that that word sell is not a scary word. It's simply having the ability to influence somebody. And every single one of you on this call has that ability, okay? And I assure you that once you master your mindset, it's going to be simple for you. You're going to be unstoppable. And the excuses and the stories that you've been telling yourself all this time will just be gone, okay? And you're going to be out creating new stories, and they're going to be empowering stories. Your level of belief and commitment will grow. And the things that were optional to you before, they will become non-negotiable. Okay? Everybody will be on the getting started calls. They will be at the corporate events, on the corporate calls. They'll be on the training calls. You will make it a priority to be at every single meeting, Success Saturday, regional events. So I want to ask all of you, I'm going to take a minute and say how many of you are all in? Truly all in. Because here's the truth. You can think and you can say you're all in. You may even believe you're all in. But actions speak louder than words. Do you show up at meetings and events? How many of you were at the events when Melissa, David, and Lonnie were there? The people that are committed and all in, they were there. Okay? One of my all-time favorite teachers is Napoleon Hill. And one of his success principles that the entire world, can we go to the next slide here? That the entire world has built their personal and professional development around is his positive mental attitude. And the difference between good and great is mindset, okay? So do you have PMA? And positive mental attitude is simply the philosophy of having the right mental attitude in all circumstances. Success attracts more success. We all know that. Failure attracts more failure. We hear about this all the time. So who are you attracting? People can feel your energy, good or bad. And it's time to decide. And one of the greatest gifts we've been given is the power to choose, okay? And positive mental attitude, it can be learned. Now, here are some steps that will help you. So identify the negative triggers in your day. Okay, so start a journal and pay attention to who or what is negative every day in your life. There's always something or someone that just sets you off. It's a trigger. And awareness is the first thing. Okay, you need to identify the problem to be able to change it. Now, if listening to the news on the radio in the morning is a trigger, write it down and then come up with a way to change it. You know, maybe listen to music or listen to an audible book. If the news is important to you, maybe listen later on in the day. You know, give yourself a chance to start your day happy and positive. Do a mind cleanse or a detox. Now, we hear all the time how important it is to detox your body. You know, it could be a clean eating cleanse, it could be fasting, it could be no wheat, whatever it is. It's proven that when we're aware and make the efforts to get rid of all those toxins, our bodies just work better. So why not a mind detox? Okay, so we're absolutely bombarded every day with maybe not measuring up, okay? Maybe you're not as successful as you think you should be. Maybe you don't look like you think you should. Or maybe you're always hearing, you know, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough. Maybe you're obsessed with gossip on or offline. And this list could go on, but the bottom line is that we be accountable and say, not anymore. This has to be a conscious decision to do a mind detox. And I promise you, if you commit to this, it will change your mindset completely. Become grateful. Share your gratitude with others. Start saying thank you more often. If someone does something nice for you, don't just say thank you to them. Let everyone know. There are people out there that never hear thank you or good job. And how about taking this even further and randomly reaching out to people to let them know you're thinking about them and that you appreciate them. I love doing this. And, you know, you'd be surprised how many people respond by saying, wow, I so needed to hear that right now. It's as if you were reading my mind, or as if you're in my head. You know, it's a pretty incredible feeling to be able to have that sort of impact on someone. So you've started to identify the negatives in your day so that you can be aware of them. And now it's time to add your positives. So every night before you go to sleep, take a few minutes, write down what you're grateful for from that day specifically, okay? And this will very quickly teach you to live with a grateful heart. Commit to doing this every day from now until the end of 2016 and see what happens in your life, okay? And this is like anything. These steps won't work if you don't do them consistently. Number 4, focus on the present moment. Live for now. And so many of us get caught up in what's next instead of focusing on now. So do you remember a time when you were on the phone or in a meeting, on a flight, maybe out with friends, and you were there physically, but mentally you were just completely zoned out. You were somewhere else. And I know I'm completely guilty of this, and I've been there a lot. And seriously, what a waste of time. What a waste. We have to start enjoying the moment we're in. Otherwise, what's the point in being there in the first place? A really good eye-opener for me was a few weeks back. I was at the rink watching my son play hockey. And it was really important to him that I was there to watch. And I tell you, it was a long morning, and I was multitasking. I was texting, I was doing calls, I was trying to eat a sandwich, I was drinking coffee. There were other parents around, I was talking to them. And every once in a while, I'd look up. And at the break, my son said, Mom, you're not even watching. You might as well just go home and do your work. He stopped me in my tracks. You see, I do what I do so that I can be there with my kids for moments like that. So I turned my phone off. I took all the extra stuff I was hauling around out to my vehicle, and I went back in to watch hockey. And let me tell you, he noticed. Every single time he did something, he kept looking up at me to see if I, was watching him. And I did. Because I was in the now of the moment, I clapped. I gave him a thumbs up. And at the end of the day, I asked him what his favorite part of hockey camp was, and do you know what he said? He said his favorite part was having me there to watch him without my phone and actually watch him. So thank you to a 7-year-old for a lesson that I needed. But how many of you have been in a similar situation? And again, being aware of this is so important. So if you don't have that 7-year-old in your life to call you to task, I'm telling you, being in the moment is what matters. Number 5, surround yourself with positive people. This is so important. Positive people are generally just happy people, and happiness is contagious. You know, happy people laugh. And I don't know about you, but laughter, after I'm done having a really, really good laugh, it's just the best feeling in the world. And it's so nice to be around optimistic people. So who's in your inner circle? Do they support you? Do they encourage you? You know, make a commitment to yourself that you're no longer going to allow negative in your circle. And this might mean you need to declutter, and that's both social media and in person. Okay, number 6, change your state. If you're sitting and you start feeling tired and your head's dropping, stand up, go for a walk, do some jumping jacks. Change your physical state. If you're frowning, laugh. If you're slouching, sit up straight. If you feel your shoulders really tight and lift it up, you know, do some breathing exercises. Make it, you know, I'm doing them right now, sitting here talking to you guys actually. You know, if you're feeling down, get up, call a friend, change your scenery, change your surroundings, go out and have some fun. So easy to get serious with, you know, all the people that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. And it's okay to take a break from your challenges, even if it's just for a brief time. Watch the words you use because you're listening. And if you are always complaining, you can't help but feel down. So use positive words. Laugh, smile. It really does work. Number 7, be kind to yourself. And this might actually be one of the most important and difficult for a lot of people. Don't forget, you are important. And so often, especially as moms and wives, we get caught up in making sure everyone else is happy and taken care of, and we forget to give ourselves any TLC, okay? So take time to relax and just be in the moment. Did you guys know, and I think I knew this, but did you know that your mind can actually suffer from extreme exhaustion? And sometimes people talk about it as being depression or anxiety, but it's just simply that you have an exhausted mind, right? Being kind to yourself is so important. Get up, go for a walk, learn to meditate. Definitely stop comparing yourself or your journey to others. Filter out the chaos and focus on only the things you control. That's a big one, okay? We worry about things that, first of all, are none of our, and second of all, we can't change them. And we have to stop this because it's not productive at all. So start caring for yourself the way you care for other people. Think about that. How do you treat other people? Can you imagine if you started treating yourself that way? Recognize when you need a break and take it. Own it. It's good. Everybody needs downtime. Replace I have to with I get to. And this will change a lot for you. And you know what? This is a really important one. Spend time with someone who makes your heart happy. Okay? Help someone. Number 8, not only will it make you feel better about yourself, but likely you're going to be changing someone's life. So take just a few minutes and do something for someone else. And then, you know what, ask them to pay it forward. It's a chain reaction. Can you imagine what you could start? Sometimes it's just a simple smile. Really, it may be the only smile that they've seen all day. You know, maybe take time to teach someone a skill that you have. We've all been given different gifts. You need to share those gifts with people. Send a thank you card to someone. And yes, an actual card. I did just say that. It's that extra effort that makes this one really, really special. So few people do this. And I know for myself, when I get a handwritten card in the mail, it's exciting because I know someone had to take that extra time to buy the card, write the card, mail the card. Help someone get active in their business. You know, who needs three-way calls? Who needs help with a launch? And it's really important. It doesn't matter if you make money on them or not, okay? Just reach out and help someone. You know, when was the last time, I hear this all the time, how can I talk to people that I haven't talked to in a long time? This is how. If you reach out to a friend or family member with no strings attached now, just to check in and start building that relationship, that's how. And then find ways to let others know that you love them. Hug, a kind word, you know, spending time together. These are human experiences. And if everyone showed a little extra kindness, can you imagine how wonderful things could be? Because really, a little effort goes a long way, okay? So your mind is a powerful thing. And when you fill it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change. So there you have it. It takes belief and commitment to have a positive mindset. And if you master your mind, so many doors will open for you. And you really, truly will start attracting positive energy into your world. I want to wrap up on today's call with a 30-day mindset challenge for all of you. Okay? And this is going to take effort and work on your part. So if you have commitment and belief, then you've got this. Okay? And I know not everyone is going to take part, and that's okay. But successful mindset requires successful habits. Okay? So I want everyone to find a jar or a bowl, and this is going to be your penalty jar. Every time you break one of the rules, you have to pay $5 to the jar. Okay? So number one, commit to the full 30 days. Okay? Number two, I want you to sit down with your family, your friends, your business partners, and explain to them that you are taking part in a mindset challenge. And as of this exact moment, you are officially a gossip-free zone. Zero tolerance to all forms of gossip, whether it's online or face-to-face or on the phone, or just zero tolerance, okay? Number three, no TV, no radio or newspaper for 30 days, okay? The media is not your friend right now, okay? And remember, don't get mad at me, you're committing to do this challenge freely. So you need to be accountable to yourself, okay? Number four, you need to take time to do a Facebook cleanse or social media in general. Start cleaning house. If they're negative or gossipy, or you get that ick feeling in your gut, out they go. Hide negative posts and engage in positive posts only. Do not get sucked into the social media hole. We need social media, yes. We love it for our business. But instead of focusing on the things you don't like, focus on the things you love. Right now, oh my goodness, I absolutely love seeing all the posts and all the positive comments about Elite. Let's not stop this. And there's no reason we can't be doing this with all of our products, okay? So that's going to be really, really important. And you know what? We can do anything for 30 days, right? So number five, pick an accountability partner. Remember, like attracts like. Lean on each other for the next 30 days. And there's going to be days that this is hard. And you might need to call your accountability partner for some encouraging words. Number six, start a mindset journal. And this is so important. At the end of the day, take note of what you are grateful for. Number seven, write a mindset statement for yourself. Okay? What can you say to yourself several times a day? If you're overcome with negative people or caught in a negative situation, it can be anything you want as long as it's positive. Write it on your bathroom mirror. Put it on your fridge. Put it in your phone. And if something triggers you, start saying your statement over and over, okay? And last but definitely not least, and one of the most important things of this, parts of this challenge is text, email, or call minimum 3 random people every day to say thank you or I'm thinking about you. That alone is going to change how things work and how your mind works in the next 30 days. And if you follow this challenge and commit to it, believe you can do it by the end of the month, your life and business will be different. So I want to thank all of you for being on the call this morning. Showing up is commitment. And my hope is that each one of you will find value in what you heard and start implementing it right away. Journal your successes and pay it forward. So have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and thank you, Melissa.
Oh, Misty, that was wonderful. I took so many great notes. I know lots of other people on the line did. I'm getting texts about it. And what I love is even a group of 56 in Calgary at a Success Saturday that were all dialed into the call, making that commitment. I know there's other groups around making the commitment to join together to participate in the NuPOWER trainings. And Misty, you did a great job kicking off this series, getting everybody in that right mindset. And you are absolutely 100% correct. We can have all the skills in the world. We could have, you know, masters, PhDs, all sorts of credentials after our names. It all always boils down to our mindset and what we choose to think about, what we choose to fill our cups with, fill our lives with, how present we are. I love the story that you shared about your son. It is an awesome reminder to all of us about being present and showing those that we care about that we're here and we're present. And that even translates into, you know, talking to a prospect, bringing a new distributor into your team, you know, not being so worried about, well, what am I going to do next week? Or, oh my gosh, I didn't hit platinum yet. And not being fully present with the people that we're impacting and that they're going to impact our lives as well. We're now in a partnership together. So there's so many wonderful little nuggets that you shared today, Misty. So really, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm grateful for you.
Thank you, Melissa. This is really good, and I'm so glad. I love to hear that there are groups of people listening to this. It makes us all feel really connected, you know, being on the webinars, being in groups together, our Zoom calls, that type of thing. And really, it's so easy to do now with the technology, and it puts us all in that perfect mindset. And I feel, you know, really blessed and fortunate to be a part of something so much bigger than just, you know, a few of us or one of us at a time. So appreciate everything that you do, and thank you for saying yes to our 10-week series. I think this is going to be really great for a lot of people. So thanks again, Melissa.
Oh, well, you bet. Well, I think this is a brilliant way to kick off. I know what's going to be a great weekend for everybody. Take the challenge, have fun with it, and thanks for spending a little bit of your Saturday morning with us. We have such an amazing gift in our hands, and we're in corporate so humbled that you've taken the leap of faith to be on this journey with us, to not only impact your lives but help impact so many other people's lives. This is such a great opportunity on so many different levels, and I'm so happy that we're doing this together. I learn something new every day. I'm sure that you guys do too, and what I absolutely know in the bottom of my heart is that all of it is moving myself and everyone forward and just being better citizens of this planet together and better human beings. And the fact that how cool, there's a financial aspect, you know, that's gravy. There's so many positive things that come out of this experience, and not to be taken lightly. So sure, great skin, great finances, but you know what? Learning these personal development skills, these mindset skills, impact all areas of our lives, our relationships with our friends and family, just how we feel about our lives. So, you know, not to get too mushy with you, but this is such an amazing journey that we're on together. And so thank you for letting me be a part of it, and David and Lonnie and Richard and everyone in corporate to be part of your lives. And I know that you're making friendships with each other and meeting people on a daily basis that are significant, that they're there in your lives, and significant that you're in their lives. So this is cool. This is a great thing. So that's it. Everyone have a great weekend. Take the challenge, and we can't wait to have you on the next NuPOWER call next Saturday. Have an awesome week till then. Bye, everybody.